Fine Like Flynn viewers, welcome back to the screening room. Today, PJ and I are going to be breaking down Zootopia Part 2. We saw an advanced screening, and we just want to go over our thoughts on the movie. What'd you think?
Overall, pretty good.
I will say, for me, this was one of the rare movies that started off bad. I thought the movie started off terrible. I thought it was going to be another forgettable Disney sequel. I was kind of disappointed. I'm like, oh, great, this movie's going to be garbage. But then, like PJ said, I would say after the first act, it really picks up. You start to know the characters. You know what you're getting yourself into. And then the movie turns around and it becomes a pretty good movie. I wouldn't say it's as good as the first one, but it's good. It felt like a typical Disney sequel. I would say it's a little bit better than some of the other Disney sequels that we've gotten.
I would say so.
We're trying to keep this spoiler free, which is kind of hard because the trailers for Zootopia 2 were pretty generic. It didn't go much into what the story was.
Yeah. Who
the villains were, are, any kind of plot twist, stuff like that. There are plot twists in the movie. A lot of cameos.
From the first movie.
Yeah. We'll say not as much humor. There were some laugh out loud moments for me in the movie. If you are a fan of movies, you'll notice a lot of subtle references to movies. There was one really, I think the funniest moment for me was earlier on in the movie.
I heard you laugh.
Yeah, that was a pretty funny moment, especially because Disney is sort of making fun of itself in some of its movies. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to give it away, but there's a thing that happens early on that made me laugh out loud. And then there's references to other movie franchises, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah. I would say overall it's pretty good. There was some goofy parts that I thought they could have taken out or changed, but yeah.
Right. There was some moments in the movie that weren't very believable. We find ourselves almost right after the events of the first film is where this movie picks up. And there's like a lot of unrealistic things in my take on it was that it starts right away after the first one, but then it's sort of unrealistic how we get right into this next part of it and the issues between Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde that begin to surface, but then sort of go away, and then that relationship between the two of them is an intriguing one.
Remember,
well,
this is a spoiler-free review.
It's pretty spoiler-free. I mean, I'd say like it's their dynamic throughout the movie, which I thought was a little bit unrealistic and uncharacteristic of those particular characters. And then, it's tough because I don't want to give away a lot with the plot. So just so you know, the voice acting, there was some good voice acting. Andy Samberg jumps in and joins the cast for this one. He plays someone that's in the Lynx family, which are like a well-to-do family in Zootopia. Then we also get the gentleman from the guy who was in Loki Part 2. He was Short Round in Indiana Jones. I apologize, I forget his name. But he was the one that voices the snake in the movie. He did pretty good. And it does turn into like sort of an emotional, warm tale. But yeah, he's from Loki Season 2. He was the guy in the TVA that was like the engineer.
Yeah.
That's that actor. He did the voice. I think his name is Koi Hee Wan or something like that. I feel horrible not knowing the actor's name. I'm usually pretty good with that. But then there's always Justin Bateman, knocked it out of the park as Nick Wilde.
Don't forget about The Rock. Remember?
There's a weird. You'll see in the post-credit scenes, which there is one post-credit scene. You got to stay all the way to the end of the movie for the post-credit scene. But yeah, like PJ said, there was a weird cameo that you'll see in the credits. We didn't even know it from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who's credited as like a little cameo.
Yeah.
In the movie. Now, overall, if you're going to go see a movie this holiday weekend, your main choices are going to be Now You See Me, Now You Don't Part 3, Wicked, For Good, or Zootopia Part 2. If you have little ones, they will probably love Zootopia Part 2.
Yeah, I would say so.
If you're an adult, I would say you could probably wait till it comes out on streaming on Disney Plus. There's nothing like in the movie that makes it a theater worthy movie. We saw it in Dolby.
Yeah.
So
It's not like Avatar, like you need to see it in Dolby, like I think
IMAX.
yeah,
Right.
the high quality theaters.
Yeah. So if you want to save a couple bucks, go see it in like your average cinema. There's not really. I mean, there's like a song sequence in the movie. Of course, there's the Shakira song that they tried. I always say they try to reproduce a hit song from the first movie. The Shakira song in this one was pretty good. It's a little catchy, but it's definitely not Try Everything from the first movie.
I thought it was, in my opinion, I thought it was fine.
It was okay. Yeah, it was an average song. It's going to be a forgettable song, really. It's not going to be as big of a hit as Try Everything was from original Zootopia. So I think you'll be entertained by the movie. Just know that it gets off to a slow start. Actually, I don't want to call it a slow start. I think it's like
A very fast start.
a very fast start. Yeah, there's like no background. I found myself not knowing what was going on in the beginning of the movie because you like dive right in and then it's just like randomly like, oh, we're gonna do this case, but you don't know what the case is about, and then next thing you know they're going undercover and like, why are they going undercover? I don't get it. And I was just really confused in the beginning, and the acting was just kind of falling flat. So yeah, the beginning, like you said, it had me lost a little bit in the beginning of the movie, but then it picks up, and then by the end, once you get to know what's going on, I think the movie really turns it around, and I enjoyed it. So, what would you give it, dude? Like out of 5?
Out of 5, I would say for kids, I'd probably say for kids like a 4.3.
Kids? Okay. What about for an adult? Like if you were just an adult going to see this movie?
I don't know, like a 3.9, I guess, or something like that.
You know what? That's probably not too far off. I would say if my wife and I were just going, I would probably give this movie about a 3.9. I'm only taking it down because of the beginning of the movie. The first act for me fell flat. After that, it picks up. So 3.9, maybe a 4. But for kids, they're going to be entertained by the movie, especially if they're a fan of the first Zootopia. Some of the things in the movie might go over their head. The plot might go over their head a little bit, but they're just going to be seeing the characters and like kind of the fun animal jokes and things like that. So kids will definitely be entertained. If you have kids in a family, go see Zootopia 2 this holiday weekend. If not, maybe go see Wicked for Good. That's probably going to be more of your movie theater movie if you want to go see like a great movie in cinema. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. We hope you go enjoy Zootopia 2. If you've seen it, let us know what you thought about it in the comments. And we will see you next time at the movies. Have a great holiday weekend. And yeah, let us know what you thought about Zootopia 2. Peace.
Peace.